everyone. My name is Sarah and today I'm going to be offering a full body vinyasa flow yoga class. It's going to be just under 30 minutes. And for the class, I recommend having 1 or 2 blocks nearby. And if you don't have blocks, you can use books as an option or an alternative. And then I'd also recommend a blanket, and that's nice for some extra cushion under your knees if you need that at any point in time. So we're going to get started in a child's pose, bringing the knees wide apart and big toes to touch. Begin to sit your tailbone back towards your heels. And if you want to spread your knees a little bit wider, you can, just noticing how it feels. And then walking the hands and arms forward as you begin to feel the chest, torso, and head become heavy. If possible, bringing the forehead onto the ground or onto your mat. And if you can't quite rest your forehead down, you can take a block and slide it underneath your forehead. And child's pose is a really nice starting pose. It's calming and soothing. It provides an opportunity to really turn inwards and connect with your breath. As you start to settle and move towards stillness, you may be even noticing that you can hear the sound of your breath. So just allowing that sound and the feeling of your breath flowing in and out through your nose to become your main priority or your main focus. As you inhale, begin to lift your forehead, walk your hands towards your body, and then shift into a tabletop position. So coming right onto hands and knees here. Palms underneath the shoulders, fingers spread. Pressing not only the palms, but each individual finger pad into the floor for support and stability. The legs are hip-width apart and the feet are untucked. So the shoelace part of each foot is resting on the floor. Finding a neutral spine as you look over the top of your mat. Take a breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, begin to press into your palms, slowly with control, round your spine as you tuck your chin to your chest. On your inhalation, start to drop your belly, lift your forehead and tailbone up. And then continue to follow the breath. Exhale slowly round the spine as you tuck your chin. Inhale, drop the belly, lift tailbone and forehead up. Continuing to flow for a few more breaths. Exhale, rounding that back body, creating flexion in the spine. And then inhale, extending the spine. You may feel a stretch in your lower back. We'll flow through one more of each. So moving at your own comfortable pace. And then returning back to center, finding that neutral spine. Feel both hands equally pressing into your mat. And then begin to bring awareness to your right foot and leg. As you inhale, float your right leg back. You want to keep the leg in line with your hip. Allow the toes of your right foot to point down. Option to pause here, or you can shift your weight into the right hand so that that left-handed arm can reach out and forward. So just feeling that reach, feeling the opposition as the left hand reaches forward as the right leg pulls back. Drawing the rib cage in, finding a lot of length in the back body as you inhale. And then slowly exhale, release the hand and knee back down. Bringing awareness this time to the left foot and leg. Inhale, float that left leg up. Point the toes of the left foot down. Pausing here once again, or perhaps reaching that right arm up and out. Noticing already how this side may feel differently. And continuing to breathe fully and deeply, in through your nose and out through your nose. Beautiful, take one more breath in. And exhale, release hand and knee down. We're gonna start to move side to side. So inhaling that right leg, left arm. Exhale, return the hand and knee back down. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, release. And then with your own breath at your own pace, continue to flow here. Not rushing the movement, trying to create a lot of length in the arm and shoulder, and also through that back leg. Wherever you are, one more of each. And then returning back into a tabletop. And then begin to walk your fingertips forward, tuck both toes, lift your hips and tailbone up towards the sky, coming to downward facing dog. Because this is our first downward dog, allow your body to explore the movement. As you bend one knee, press the opposite heel down. Feel the stretch along the backs of the legs. Ears are in line with biceps, head and face is relaxed. Finding that full downward dog. And then as you inhale, gaze between your hands, slowly walk your feet to your hands, keeping your knees bent. This will protect your low back, especially as we're just warming up the body. Let the head relax, maybe shake the head a few times. Also have the option to hold opposite elbows and just allow gravity to support you here. Feel the entire body hanging heavy. Beautiful. From here, let the arms hang heavy once again. Begin to bend the right knee deeply. Press the right fingertips into the floor or into a block. With the left leg straight, slowly inhale, reach that left arm up as if you're reaching for the ceiling. So bringing fingertips upward towards the sky. Right knee again stays bent, left leg is straight. So we're targeting the outer hips here. Beautiful. Take a goodbye inhale. And exhale back to your fold. This time bending the left knee, pressing the left hand into the ground or into your block. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Once again, creating opposition, pressing down through the left hand or fingertips, reaching up through the right hand and arm. Gaze is towards the right side of the room, or you can turn your gaze up towards the right fingertips. Take one more breath here. Exhale, fold once again. If you had a block or a prop, you can move it back to your side. And then as you hang heavy, inhale, begin to bring your hands onto your shins or above your knees. Flatten your back and open your chest. And then exhale, slowly fold. Just gonna repeat this a few times. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Weight shifts into the heels as you lift your toes this time. And then exhale, fold. Weight returns to the toes. We'll do one more. Inhale, halfway lift, toes lift, chest opens. Exhale, fold. Bend both knees, press into your feet and legs as you sweep the arms up. And then exhale, release your hands and arms by your sides. We're going to stay grounded and connected to our lower bodies, really pressing the feet firmly into the ground, engaging and activating the muscles of the legs, engaging the core by drawing the ribcage in. And then keeping the lower body grounded, we'll move from the upper body and torso. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, release the palms down. So just regulating and connecting breath to movement here. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale. And for these last couple, feel free to press into the tops of the toes, lift your heels as you inhale, and then as the arms float back down, the heels return down. So maybe do one or two more of those. If your balance is off today, you can keep your heels down on the ground. Otherwise, one more here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, release. Awesome. We'll start to bring in a little bit more of the lower body. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, slowly hinge forward. Separate the arms forward, fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step your right leg back and drop your right knee to the ground. Bring your hands on either side of the left foot. And an option here that is really nice is using the blocks. So using your blocks to bring the floor a little bit closer to you. Otherwise, fingertips on the ground. We're gonna inhale, walk the hands back, roll onto the left heel, flex the left foot. And then as you exhale, walk forward, draw that left hip and knee forward. We'll repeat this a few times. Inhale, walk back, extending that knee, digging the heel into the ground, exhale, walk forward. Noticing the stretch that each movement is creating. And trying to link movement to breath. So each time you feel yourself inhaling, you're walking back to that left heel. Chest is drawing forward still. And as you exhale, you're pressing the entire left foot into the ground, drawing that left knee forward. We'll do one more here. Inhale, walk back. Exhale, walk forward. From here, begin to take that knee and bring it, if it's not already, behind the toes and under the ankle. So that left knee comes behind the toes, under the ankle. We're gonna now tuck the right toes and then lift that back leg off the ground. Changing the dynamics of the stretch. Noticing how this is feeling for you, just holding here, really pressing the front foot into the ground, pressing the ball of the back foot into the ground, and the right heel is pulling back towards the mat. So the right leg should be really straight and really active. From here, press your right hand into the floor or into a block. Inhale your left arm to the sky. Feel that rotation, feel that twist. Option to keep the left arm straight up, or you can angle the left arm over the ear. Notice how that feels for the shoulder. And then wherever you are, stretch that arm back up, inhale. Exhale, return hands to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths in your downward dog. As you bend one knee, press the opposite heel down. And then find stillness in downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward between the hands. Exhale, hop, step, or walk to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend both knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then separate the palms right back down, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time taking the left leg, stepping it back, dropping that left knee. Bringing the hands on either side of the left foot, adding blocks if you did on the other side. And then beginning to connect movement to breath. Inhale, walking fingertips back, rolling to the right heel. Exhale, fingertips walk forward, pressing that right knee and hip forward. Continue to flow here. Inhale, walk back. Exhale, walk forward. Just noticing any differences on this side. Noticing where you feel the stretch. Where does your stretch begin and where does it end? If you notice your right knee is forward over the toes, start to back it up, bringing the knee under the ankle and behind the toes. Slowly tuck the left toes on your mat, drive that left leg up. So lifting the left knee off the ground and then pulling that left heel back as if you're trying to bring it onto the floor. From here, left palm presses into the floor or into your block. Inhale the right arm to the sky. Torso, chest, face is all turning to the right. Reconnect with that opposing force, pressing left hand down, reaching right arm up. Take one more breath here. Exhale, release the right hand down. We'll step back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, stretch the body. Bend one knee, press the opposite heel down. Notice any differences now that we've done a few of these. You always have the option, instead of downward dog, to take a child's pose or a tabletop. Otherwise, one more breath here as you move to stillness in downward dog. On an inhale, look forward between your hands, bend your knees. Exhale, hop, step, or walk. Find that forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend both knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive back down. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Right leg steps back this time. We're going to keep the right knee lifted. You have the option to drop it if you need. On your next inhale, press into the front foot, the ball of the back foot. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Take a breath here, inhale. As you exhale, right knee is going to come up beside the body, hands by your sides. And then as you inhale, stepping back to your crescent lunge, check that you can see the toes over your front knee. Exhale, arms by your sides, right knee lifts. The other option is to keep the foot down. Inhale, step back. Exhale, challenge your balance. Use your core, feel present. Inhale, step back. Exhale. Wherever you are, one more through. And we'll see if we can hold here at the top. Go ahead and grab onto the right shin. Draw that right knee and leg a little bit closer to the body. Continue to hold your right leg in your hand. Open your left arm out. And then slowly turn the right foot and knee to the right side of your room. Option to stay here or to make your way into tree. You can come right into tree or you can tap out between. Tree pose, sole of the right foot is pressing into the inner thigh, the calf, or the ankle of the left leg. And as you feel that right foot pressing into the left thigh, you want that left leg to be really strong so it's pushing back. Finding a drishti or a gazing point in your tree pose. And then option for the last few breaths to grow your tree. Reach your arms up. Get a little bit taller as you cultivate that root to rise energy. From here, bring your hands back to your heart center. Begin to bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh, and then bend into the left knee. Flex the right toes. Press that right leg away from the body. Take about 3 more breaths. Hands can stay to heart center, or to open the front body a little bit more, you'll find cactus arms. Elbows bent, fingers spread, shoulder blades drawing towards one another. And from here, hands back to heart center. Press the left leg straight, return the right foot to the ground. Mountain pose. And then on your next inhalation, sweep the arms up, grow tall. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinge from the hips. Inhale, hands to shins, find that flat back. Exhale, fold, left leg steps back. We'll keep the left knee lifted this time. Inhale, press all the way up, crescent lunge. Really connecting to the front foot, the ball of the back foot. A nice bend in the right knee. And the left leg is straight, so trying to keep it straight by drawing that left heel towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, we're going to take that left leg, draw the knee up towards the body. As you inhale, step back, lunge. Exhale, drive the knee up. Hands by your sides, shoulders soft. Moving through a few more. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, draw the knee up. Inhale, step back. Exhale, move forward. Moving through one more. And then we'll keep that left knee lifted, reach the hands around the shin, and give that left leg a little bit more of a hug in towards the body. Continue to hold your left leg with your left hand. Open your right arm out for stability and support. Really active in that right arm. And then slowly start to turn that left leg. So toes and knee pointing towards the left side of your room. From here, making your way into tree pose. sole of the left foot to inner thigh, calf, or ankle. And not needing to be in the exact same variation, so our balance can change minute to minute. Our level of mindfulness or presence can directly affect our balance. So trying to stay present, gazing at a point on the floor a few feet in front of you, perhaps growing your tree by reaching the arms up, really cultivating that root to rise energy. You want a little bit more of a challenge for your last few breaths, you can close your eyes or gaze up towards the ceiling. And then we'll slowly start to return our hands to heart. Slide the left ankle on top of the right thigh above the knee, and then bend that right knee. Creating that outer hip stretch. If you feel any sensation in the left knee, give that left foot a little bit more of a flex. We want to keep it really active, toes drawing in towards the shin. And then once again, choosing your options for your hands. Hands to heart, you can cactus the arms, you can even interlace your fingers, pull the arms away from the body, shoulder blades together. Taking 3 more breaths. And a little bit lower, last breath. And release the hands, press that right leg straight, hands to heart as you find your mountain pose. We'll reach the arms back up, shift our weight into our toes here, and then start to sit all the way down, supporting yourself as you get there, taking your weight to the floor. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart here. And we're going to draw the heels really close to the body to start. So this is our target is our inner thigh and inner groins. You can interlace your fingers and hold on to the outer edges of your feet, if that feels okay. And for the first few breaths, just a gentle flutter or pulse. See what kind of sensation you can feel. Get an idea for or check in with how tight you may be in your inner thighs and your groin. And then we're going to draw the knees downward towards the floor. Inhale, sit up really tall. And on the exhale, start to hinge forward. Just until you begin to feel sensation. Until you begin to feel a stretch. You may be using your elbows to gently press your legs towards the floor. As if you're trying to bring your chest onto your feet or your forehead to the floor. From here, slowly start to lift back up, one vertebrae at a time. Keeping the soles of the feet together, knees apart, we're going to slide the feet forward. So there's about 1.5 to 2 feet of distance from heels to groin. Once again, inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, walk forward or hinge forward to your own degree. And so here we're changing the stretch from the inner thighs now to the outer hips. Noticing how this feels for you. You can still hold on to the outsides of the feet. You also have the option to slide your hands underneath your legs so that your shins are pressing into your forearms. You're taking one more inhale. And then exhale, slowly beginning to make your way out as you lift your forehead, slide your hands back through. Take your hands to the outsides of your knees, and as you press your feet into the floor, allow your knees to bend. We're gonna make our way all the way back, one vertebrae at a time onto our backs. And then we're gonna spread our feet really wide and start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then coming back to center, walk the feet in line with the hips, palms close to the heels. Take an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips and tailbone, and reach your arms up overhead, palms facing out. As you exhale, slowly lower your tailbone down, release your hands back down. And then a few more times, inhale, lift, stretching the arms up. Pressing into the feet and legs. Exhale, lower. A few more times, moving with the breath. And then last one. We're gonna lift, and then we're gonna keep the tailbone up. Swing the arms back by our sides, palms down, or interlace your fingers behind your back. Coming into full bridge. If you have a block, you can always put a block in between your thighs to keep the hips square. One more goodbye inhale. Exhale, slowly lower, one vertebrae at a time, tailbone to the floor. We'll draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice, gentle hug. And then stretch the arms out wide. Slowly start to drop your knees over to the right side of your mat. Keep the arms stretching outwards. Gaze is straight up overhead or over the left shoulder. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can use your right hand as some extra weight or resistance, pressing your right hand into your left thigh. If your gaze was turned over your left shoulder, inhale your gaze back to center. Draw your knees into your chest, one quick hug, perhaps lift your forehead up towards your knees. And then rest your head back down, open your arms wide, inhale. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. If your knees don't quite touch the ground, that's when you can use a block or a bolster or a blanket underneath your left knee. So the blocks bring the floor a little bit closer. Sometimes a block feels nice in between the thighs as well. Breathing into this to go a little bit deeper, turning the gaze over the right shoulder, perhaps using that left hand as resistance on the right thigh. Once again, turning the gaze back up. Inhale, knees into the chest. One more hug. Rock from side to side. And then slowly reconnect soles of the feet to the floor. Begin to walk the feet towards one another, pressing the feet together, knees apart. Choosing an option for the arms, whether the arms want to be up overhead in cactus or diamond. You can also bring your hands right onto your body if you feel that your mind is starting to wander. Over the next few breaths, you can begin to bring your hands back by your sides. Use your hands to bring the knees together and then roll onto one side, whatever side feels more natural today. As you roll to your side, begin to use your top hand and arm to press yourself back up to seated. Come to a comfortable seated position. Placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. We'll take 2 cleansing breaths to close our practice. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more breath in. And exhale. Floating the eyes open, connecting hands to heart. I am sending gratitude to each of you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day full of energy, peace, and calm. Namaste.